Government matters are decided by a parliament of elected officials and enacted by an elected president. It's a far superior system to rule by birth and despotic regimens of the past.
Pardon me. I am Asbel Lant from the Windor Kingdom. I come bearing a letter from Governor Hubert Oswell. I would like to request an audience with the President. Can you help me?
I will give this to the President. Please wait here.
Will the President meet with us?
I'm not sure. I guess it was kind of rash to just barge in here and demand an audience.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. Lant. The President will see you now. However, your companions will need to wait outside.
That's fine. We'll wait out here, thanks.
Sorry, guys. I'll try to keep it short.
Good luck.
Thanks. I'll need it.
Yo, Mr. President, check out my sick flamberge.
Follow me.
We're gonna love this flamberge. Oh, would you look who it is? There's no way the dignified man would have been relevant in some way.
Dylan Paradigm, President of Strahta. Thank you again for your help with the Rockagong. In truth, I wasn't trying to hide my identity, but in that place and with that outfit, I figured you wouldn't believe me anyway.
Yo, honestly, the President has a good point here. Like, his attire just doesn't speak President to the people.
Come in. Ah, perfect. Asbel, this is Garrett Oswell, a powerful business magnate and adoptive father of your brother.
Yeah, I had a quick conversation with him at the manor. Didn't last long.
Oswell, your son has sent his brother to discuss my earlier recall order.
Why that impertinent little...
Asbel, let me start with you. Why have you come to our country?
Mr. President, Lant is currently facing threats on all fronts. We need the continued leadership of my brother, Governor Oswell. I hope to come here and convince you of this. Your order was issued because Hubert was said to be ignoring the will of Strahta. However, in accordance with the agreement between our two nations, his actions are clearly in the right. I humbly request that you refrain from quick judgment of him and come to a fair and rational decision.
My reports say your brother is not fit to be a governor.
I would disagree, Mr. President. Hubert is held in the highest regard by all the citizens of Lant.
Interesting. I've heard very different things from Mr. Garrett Oswell here. I sent the recall order so I could ask your brother about the situation directly. The original plan was for a much larger area of Lant to come under our control, and in turn, for the supply of Creus to increase exponentially.
Sir, is that a report on the situation in Lant?
A president must have many sources of information, Mr. Oswell. I couldn't simply take your assessment as fact. Asbel, the letter you brought supports the conclusions in this report. So then, Oswell, it seems you directed Hubert to aggressively invade the outer regions of Lant. I don't remember giving any such order. I imagine you had been hoping that prolonged internal conflict would leave areas of Lant with a power vacuum that you could then fill yourself. And when that didn't happen, you decided to take matters into your own hands and attempt to cause it deliberately. And you thought to hide this from me. You must take me for a fool. These actions go beyond personal insult. They are tantamount to sedition and high treason against this nation. I rule here, not you. I am the president of this country.
Mr. President, I would never dream of hiding things from you. I simply meant to...
Every aspect of our launch policy, from the initial occupation to the alliance with Archduke Cedric, was planned by you.
What a shock.
I can see now that was a mistake. And so, I hereby remove any authority you have over the region.
What are you... Mr. President, you know how hard I have worked to secure Lont, and still you would have me surrender all authority?
You will do it at once, or I will have the Regulatory Committee investigate your gross abuses of power.
As you wish, sir.
Oswell, we're done here. Leave us.
Yes, Mr. President.
You hold your younger brother in very high esteem, Mr. Lont.
He is an exceptional person, sir. And I believe he can serve as a link between Strahta and Lont.
I trust him for this as well. However, there is no getting around the fact that his current methods will leave our country desperately short of Creus. If that does not change, I will eventually be forced to recall him.
But...
Personal feelings have no place when compared to the well-being of a nation.
But if the Creus problem were to be solved, you wouldn't need to recall Hubert. Mr. President, please, give me just a little time.
This is not a problem that can be solved quickly, Mr. Lont, and I don't know how much time we have left.
I understand, sir, but I have to try.
Well then, good luck, and I pray you find a solution.
I really like this idea of like the whole Creus shortage that the countries have. This is like part of the story of Graces I like, other than like the later half. But when it comes to like the story, I really like the whole like the war fighting for Creus and the Valkines Creus and everything. The lore behind it is really neat. Like every country like fighting for Creus. We'll see this more as we go to Strahta, and it's not really a spoiler to say we're gonna go to Fendel, because you could probably assume we're gonna go to Fendel. So, you know, this was the, I think the hint we got was the Strahta Valkines, so it's Duplimar, which I think you spell, like, E-U-P-L-E-M-A-R, I think? Hey, Book of Restriction. Halves all your stats except accuracy, but doubles your crit rate. We could use that to keep things balanced, I guess. Actually really curious what would happen if I tried to use that, and like how that would actually keep things. Or is it Book of what? Restriction? Yoko, welcome to stream.
Welcome back. So, what was the president like, huh?
We've met him before. Remember the guy in Sable Isole? And later by the Rockagon.
Huh? That was him?
Wild, I know, especially after seeing his attire.
So that means the discussion went well, yeah?
Not exactly. As things stand, Hubert's recall is pretty much a done deal. Apparently, Strahta sent their military to Lont to take possession of our Creus, but they can't get the amount of Creus they want with Hubert's methods.
So they're going to replace him.
If we want to stop them, we have to do something about Strahta's Creus shortage.
That's an extremely difficult problem for one person to solve.
I don't understand why they need Windor's Creus in the first place. I mean, they've got their own Valkines Creus, right?
Now that you mention it, that is kind of strange.
There shouldn't be a shortage of Creus with a Valkines in place.
Maybe there's something all woobly with the Valkines here. We should talk to people or whatever, yeah?
That's a good idea.
Big trouble for little brother.
So, the decision to invade Lont was made solely by Mr. Garrett Oswell?
Then he must have been the one conspiring with Archduke Cedric.
Does that mean Hubert has been standing against his own adoptive father?
It seems Hubert chose to protect Lont, even at the risk of his own position.
Hey, wait. So that means little bro is in trouble, yeah?
Yes, but I'll prove to Hubert that I can still protect him. I'll need the President's cooperation, though. So for now, let's hit the town. We can investigate and learn more about the Valkines Creus.
It's a plan.
I think now we can go to Oswell Manor and get a side quest to proc. And we got this discovery already? Just to see we're doing good. Yo, 39 discoveries. We're like halfway through discoveries, essentially. Oh, this isn't voiced. Ah, sorry about that. I'm in a bit of a hurry. That was weird. I see why they didn't voice it. That would be pointless. First, I want to go to Oswell Manor. Oh, I have to talk to you people. I might as well talk to you people. Whew, it's even hotter today than usual. It kind of feels like it's been getting warmer and warmer every day, doesn't it? Now that you mention it, I think we should file an official protest with the government. That's a fine idea. I'm going home straight away to discuss it with my husband. Excellent. We can't let the government get away with this. Right now, Oswell Manor should have a side quest for us. That fool! That damn blasted fool! He won't get away with this. I'll make him curse the day he crossed me. Gather the other men. I'm calling an emergency military council. You. How dare you come in here uninvited? Man, we have Aston, who's a scumbag, Asbel's father, or late father because he passed. And now we have Hubert's adoptive father, also a scumbag. This is my home. I order you to leave here at once. Go on, get out. That was really quick. This is where we're supposed to go. That was the whole scene. I think we get more of Mr. Oswell's stuff, or Garrett Oswell's stuff later in the game. We get some more side quests centered around him. Bum, 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 bum. You guys have to talk to you. What's the matter, Mother? Haven't you noticed? Is the water level in the fountain lower than usual? That's right, dear. Do you think it's broken? Good question. I'm not an expert on fountains, unfortunately. Well, you worried? Maybe a little. We wouldn't want the city to dry up and become like the desert, you know? Ah, it'll be fine. We still have the Valkines Creus. Yes, of course. Your dear mother's such a worrywart. From around this Pascal. Oops. I forget triangle is the button you press. A do-gooder title. Where'd that come from? Resurrection cast time down is amazing. I'm going here to see if any in requests were added. Cheese! I got 15 of it. Go ahead, take it. There's one more scene south of here? Maybe it's back north? Actually, hit me up with the shop. I want to see if I can dualize white wine. If I can actually dualize it, or I have to get it from somewhere. I don't know how you would make white wine. I'm not really a big wine person. Stew is new. We'll make some stew. Dried seaweed to make rice ball. Oh, I have one white wine. You know what? Elf mixer. Let me actually do this instead. Keep the all divide because you never know if they'll give us an all divide. Really quickly, let's have white wine here. Maybe we can get a white wine duplicated. I didn't realize I have one already. It's only a 2% chance to proc. We'll still keep it on. Maybe we'll get lucky. As for this, if we have the restriction book, maybe take out Curry for... Yo, improves armor ability? Does that do what I think it does? Is that like more iron stance? That'd be really good if true. I doubt that's what it does though. This would be good if I didn't have the speed modifier. And someone's HP is... yeah, okay. Getting one white wine shouldn't be very hard. All Divide doesn't even have a % chance. It just says like, hey, very low chance. A 2% chance is ideally higher than that. The president sure has it rough. Tell me about it. Some idiots have been protesting the unusual high temperatures as of late. Isn't that the stupidest thing you've ever heard? I mean, who protests the weather? I wish they wouldn't do such embarrassing things. Oh, I know. And did you hear about that strange man? The one... traipsing? I don't know that word. About town in that oddball outfit. It's a sad day indeed when things come to this. Last I saw, he was heading toward the West Gate. I wonder if he lives out there in the desert. Wouldn't surprise me. The West Gate. Sounds like we better go investigate. Come on, move it. Please, somebody. We know all about how the president has been sending researchers to the Valkines. Did he say Valkines? We need to help that guy. Is everyone ready? You bet. Check out my sick flamberge. Can burn you to the ground. Thank you. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Now what's going on here? Well, is it something to do with the Valkines? Well, you see, does it also have to do with the rising temperatures? Yeah, so... Oh, hey, look at the time. Gotta go. And he's gone. Well, then I guess we'll have to ask this one. What do you know about the Valkines? Valka, who? I don't know nothing. Look, we're not interested in whatever it is you're doing. Huh? Especially since I'm sure it's some petty plot for minimal financial gain. So then, will you talk to us? Like hell I will. Sophie, punch him in the face.
So the whole reason they're after Creus is because their Valkines isn't working properly.
Well, we figured out the problem, but what can we do?
We gotta show this to the president.
This is a diagram of the Valkines?
Yeah, so you take this over there and tell him your friend knows all about Valkines, and then it'll be all woohoo!
Wait, are you saying...
Pascal, you know about the Valkines Creus?
A little, yeah. I mean, I read about him in some old documents once.
You really do know everything, don't you, Pascal?
I just like learning about stuff, you know? The president might not care, but it can't hurt to show him anyway.
All right, Pascal. We'll give your idea a try. Thanks.
Ah, yes. When Asbel says thank you, the correct response is we. Born Scribbler. Might as well. Drawn together.
You're a really good artist, Pascal.
You mean that Valkines diagram? Ah, that's nothing.
There is no need for false humility. Asbel is an honest man and only saying what he believes to be true.
You know, Sharia used to be really good at drawing too.
Me? Oh, that's nonsense. I certainly wasn't anywhere near as good as Pascal.
Look, Asbel, I drew something too.
That's great, Sophie. What a tasty looking banana.
It's a Valkines.
Hasbel, put it on the refrigerator back at Launt. Sophie tried her very best to draw that Valkines. I'm sorry if it looks like a banana. Dude, imagine if we actually got to... If kind of like the Tales of Wanted posters, they show you like a picture of her drawing. That would have been so funny. I didn't know Valkines and bananas were similar. I mean, I guess they do both have triangular shapes. So, there's that. I guess in some respect, a Valkines could be shaped similarly to a banana.